Salutations, fellow readers, writers, and killers of time on YouTube. My name is Martha Jones, and I would like to use the androgynous sounds of my voice to share with you my clumsy but sincere attempt at
the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. Earnest thanks to the nice authors who started this tag a couple years back, as well as thanks from the depths of my heart for bearing with me as I believe I am my least lovable self on camera, and away we go. Question number 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube?
I had a fantasy story in my head that was beyond my ken, so in order to make it more my ken, I started looking at folks on YouTube, the likes of Jen Morassi, Shailene Wrights, and a host of others. And then at some point, I figured out that they were connected. I'm kind of dense, and it took a while, so better a little late than a little never.
Question number 2. What genre do you write in?
Fiction? I guess I'm going to go with genre fiction. I did a cookbook once because the publisher asked me to. I started in vampires and I kind of progressed. Fantasy is where my heart is right now. Fantasy, humor, somewhere in there.
Question number 3. What is your preferred tense or point of view?
Third person past tense?
Question number 4. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser?
Not a plotter. I struggle with the word pantser. And dancer and vixen. I almost wish it was stripper or flasher as opposed to pantser, which, yay, childhood trauma.
Question number 5. Are you self-published, published, or about to be published?
A little of this and a little of that. I started out in self-pub, and I got adopted by a lovely lady by the name of Amanda Lamkin, who is the head author, publisher, lioness thingy at Line by Line Publications. I have fooled her into thinking that I'm a nice lady, so she helps me with my books, and that has been a lovely relationship. We may or may not have been married by Captain America at Comic-Con. I told her I could be your husband better than the way it was being done.
Question number 6. Which publishing company, agent, etc. represents or would you like to represent you?
Tiny Fox. They're a small press in Florida who seem to have all their shit together. Love their website. They have a great sense of humor about themselves, and I would love to take them out for beers.
Question number 7. What AuthorTube-related videos can we expect to see on your channel?
I have sort of a vague idea of shutting up when I have nothing more to say, but I know the mysterious algorithms do not want me to, so we'll see.
Question number 8. When did you start writing?
Like putting one letter in front of the other. I was 7. They made us write letters to each other like on our birthdays, right? So there was this kid by the name of Aaron. He's a lawyer now. But he wrote, yada yada, you are nice and kind, love Aaron. And I processed that love is 4 letters long and was more convenient to write than sincerely. Hans Holbrook, as Mark Twain says, that there's nothing more depressing than a pessimistic child. So I became a cynic. That's a lot better.
Question number 9. What was the first story you ever wrote?
When I was in first grade, they told us to write a story, and I was not the most attentive child. I didn't intuit that it had to be my story, and so I cribbed the beginning of Fern Gully pretty much word for word. And my poor long-suffering teacher got to get out her red, because it was a writing prompt. There was a theme that we were supposed to abide by in this writing of the story. So she got her little red pen out and went, "Sweetie, what does this have to do with little red wagons?" My reading comprehension has not improved. I like to think it has, but it ain't.
Question number 10. What authors have most inspired your writing?
Terry Pratchett. I really loved the Pratchett way of world building, particularly his marginal notes. Because you can see that he was writing and he was asking himself questions as though somebody was coming along and saying, wait a minute, how does this work and how does that work? And it didn't necessarily fit in the text, but it was interesting and funny, and he kind of scribbled it in the margins, which was incredible to me because that's exactly how I see world building now. A lot of this stuff has nothing to do with the story, but it's still terribly interesting and worth it to kind of go back like for a second read. So that was huge for me.
Question number 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or do you just write when you have time?
Kind of fits wherever it can. It's like working out. If you wait till you have time, you'll never do it. But I don't necessarily work out at the same time every day. It's just whenever I can fit it in.
Question number 12. Do you write on a typewriter, computer, a notebook, or something other?
I actually write a lot on my telephone. My beloved doesn't want me to. He thinks I'm going to get stress fractures in my fingers and have all the gnarly.
Question number 12 and a half. Where do you write?
Lots of places. I wish it was something romantic like a coffin or a treehouse or something Sailboat would be super sexy. Actually, believe it or not, I hate to disturb my setup, but I actually have a sailboat above me here. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself. Hold on. Take the journey with me. No. Ha! Just kidding. That was dumb. So technically I could write in a sailboat. I actually have this big, ugly orange thing above me. It's suspended right above my head because I'm recording in a basement because I'm classy like that.
And question number 13. What are you looking forward to most now that you are a part of AuthorTube?
Adversity? So I'm not actually looking forward to hate mail or anything, but one of the few things I remember from my comparative religions class is Buddha, who believed that if you're meeting adversity, you're doing something right. And so I kind of look forward to talking with smart people who disagree with me and becoming a better writer and better YouTuber on account. So that's all I got. I thank you so much for watching my ass be awkward on camera, and I will try to do something interesting in the coming weeks. Take it easy. Loves you. Bye.